All right, let's go over Miller versus Commissioner of the IRS. Taxpayer filed this petition in tax court challenging the IRS's notice of deficiency um, because the IRS, issued a civil failure to file fraud penalty of 75% for various years. Taxpayer previously entered into a plea agreement for a criminal case of tax evasion that was brought against him for some prior returns. There in the plea agreement, he agreed to certain facts and liability for certain years. And now the IRS is coming back and moving for summary judgment, contending that he's collaterally estopped from challenging the civil fraud penalty under 6651F because of what he agreed to in his plea agreement. So basically, he was charged with tax evasion under 7201. If you look at 7201, attempt to evade or defeat tax, any person who willfully attempts in any manner to evade or defeat any tax imposed under this section can be found guilty of a felony. There you go. So to avoid that, he pled out. He took a plea agreement, admitted to willfully committing an affirmative act constituting an attempt to evade or defeat a tax due and owing, and he also agreed to certain facts for other years. The plea agreement indicated that it could be used against him in a civil proceeding, and that nothing in it limited the taxpayer's civil liability. So now he's coming back and challenging the notice of deficiency here, but it's not going to work or it didn't work because he's already collaterally estopped because he already stipulated to those facts. Respondent moves, summary judgment, whether he's liable under 6651. I got a 6651A of failure to file penalty, which is up to 5% per month for a maximum of 25%. 6651A2 is the failure to pay penalty, which is 0.5%, and then they combine. In addition, if the failure to file was fraudulent under 6651, then they can be hit with a 15% monthly penalty not to exceed 75% total. Collateral estoppel basically precludes any issue of fact or law which was already previously litigated from being relitigated. So here, a conviction of tax evasion under 7201 requires proof of specific intent to defraud. It's the same element necessary to impose a civil liability under 6651F. So because he agreed to the plea deal, he's barred from contesting that penalty here in tax court. The case goes over certain badges of fraud, maintaining inadequate records, failing to file tax returns, engaging in illegal activities, etc. Here, he failed to report income, failed to file income tax returns for the years at issue, and failed to make estimated payments. The plea agreement does not bar the IRS from determining, assessing, and collecting federal income tax deficiencies and amounts under 6651 against the petitioner. So, I mean, there you have it. Be careful what you agree to in plea deals, but I mean, he probably had to avoid prison. So, it is what it is here civilly.